Episode 3, The Money Habit That Tricks You into Thinking You're Saving. In our last episode, we uncovered a mistake that millions of people make every single payday. Instead of saving first, they spend first and hope there's something left at the end of the month. The problem is, there almost never is. If you haven't seen that episode yet, I highly recommend watching it after this one because it lays the foundation for everything we're talking about in this series. Today, we're exposing another habit that looks smart on the surface, but quietly keeps people poor year after year. Have you ever walked into a store, looked at two products, and immediately picked the cheaper one? Most of us have. It feels responsible, feels smart. After all, if one costs less than the other, why spend more? But what if I told you, one of the fastest ways to stay broke is by constantly buying the cheapest option? I'm not talking about living beyond your means. I'm talking about confusing a low price with good value. And that mistake quietly drains your wallet year after year. Let me tell you about someone I know. He needed a pair of work shoes. He found two pairs. One was affordable but clearly made with cheaper materials. The other cost almost twice as much, but it was well made and built to last. Without thinking twice, he bought the cheaper pair. "It saves me money," he said. 6 months later, the sole started coming off. He bought another pair, then another. A year later, he had spent more replacing cheap shoes than he would have spent buying the better pair in the first place. The same thing happens with phone chargers, kitchen appliances, furniture, tools, even clothes. Sometimes the cheapest purchase becomes the most expensive decision. Here's why. When we see a lower price, our brains celebrate the immediate savings. But we rarely stop to ask a more important question. How much will this actually cost me over time? That's the question financially disciplined people ask before buying anything. Not, is this the cheapest? But, is this worth what I'm paying? There's a huge difference. Value isn't about spending the most money, it's about getting the most life, usefulness, and reliability from every naira or dollar you spend. Now, let me be clear. This doesn't mean you should always buy premium brands. Expensive doesn't automatically mean better. Sometimes you're simply paying for a logo. The goal isn't to impress people. The goal is to make smarter decisions. Here's the solution. The next time you're about to buy something, don't ask, "What's the cheapest option?" Instead, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Will it last? Will I actually use it often? If it breaks, will replacing it cost me even more? If the answer points toward a better quality product that fits your budget, buying it once may save you money for years. But if you don't truly need the item at all, the smartest purchase might be walking away. Remember this, being careful with money isn't about spending the least. It's about wasting the least. And that's a lesson many people don't learn until they've already spent thousands replacing things they thought were bargains. In our next episode, we'll uncover a habit that's even harder to notice because it happens every time you unlock your phone. It's one of the biggest reasons people spend money they never planned to spend. So if you're enjoying this series, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, remember, price tells you what you pay. Value tells you what you keep. Learn the difference and your money will start working much harder for you.